Yeah, I know it's surprising. The game was really, really great in the fact that, like, you get intro. Well, first of all, like, the actual gameplay loop and leveling system. Have you... Did you see that frog just sliding? Anyway, okay, it has a great leveling system, it has a fun gameplay loop. It has pretty decent designs, can't deny that. However, what killed me the most was like the battle aspect. Because you have the bosses, and the bosses introduce themselves, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a monster girl. I'm a girl and a monster." It's like, okay, cool. And the game just tells like, when you meet a boss monster on a floor, you can either fight them or just talk it out. Not everyone wants to fight. You can just talk to them and see if they will just let you go through. And it's like great. That's like great. But then you get to like the succubus boss monster of the floor, and the monster, and you try to attack her, but attacks don't work. Whatever the fuck you do doesn't work on her, and she's like, "Ah, silly Billy. Of course you can't hurt me with your attacks with swords and daggers and all of that. We're not in a regular battle. We're in a sex battle. And the only way to hurt me here is to make me feel good. You have to give me pleasure." And it's like, oh, the fuck? Okay, what? It's like, sure, so it's a pleasure battle. She tries to pleasures me. If I come, I lose. If I pleasure her, she comes, I win. Let's fucking go. And you try to attack her with like, I don't fuck, whatever pleasure move you get that turn, and she's like, ah, "You silly! Of course it didn't work. The mood isn't right. If you want to make a girl feel good, you have to set the mood right." And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? How is this consensual? None of these games are ever consensual. And it's like, okay, so how the fuck do I win? Well, you have to set the mood right, then you have to make me feel good, and you win when you put your penis in. Okay, can I put my penis in? No, you have to get my consent first. What the fuck? So that freaked me the fuck out. But I finally got to play a fun game, which isn't just rape. I'm still playing it. I still haven't completed it, so there might be a lot that is not okay. However, basing on the introduction, at least the combat part, like the encounter parts, like, they are not gonna put your penis in, like, by themselves without consent. And you won't either. You can only do it once she's like agreeing to it. So I just had fun today. I genuinely just had fun today. So tomorrow I'm gonna go watch Deadpool and Wolverine. Best fucking day. The game is called Dungeon Town. Yeah, Dungeon Town. It's... Don't buy it. Pirate it. If you want to play it, pirate it. Don't buy it. Don't give money to those people. Don't give money to this publisher. Anyway, frog. So he's here.
There you are. The award ceremony is over then?
Just the opposite, in fact. Both Mr. Horrorloo and I are of the opinion that things are far from over. Indeed, I hereby announce in my captivity as a referee that you are Mr. Farber. Have one more chance to jump. To maintain the fairness of this competition and to fulfill our duty to the calling, you must do a re-jump.
Dear Mr. Hollow, I, as a contestant, cite the competition rules pertaining to competitive behavior that may bring harm to oneself and one's tribe. I forfeit my second jump attempt. I do not want to disappoint everyone again, nor bring ruin to our calling. This is the only way truly responsible course of action.
Okay. Whoa, that was a professional answer. He even has a specific clause handy. Alright, looks like playing hardball isn't gonna work. Our lesson draw and Lotus leaves. But you haven't left the venue.
I don't understand what you mean to say, dear guest.
This is the best place from which to watch the competition unfold. If you wanted to give up, you wouldn't have stayed here. That's true. You can see everything that's going on in the long distance jumping contest from here. If he really hadn't give up and no longer wanted to do anything to do with the contest, why would he stay?
I don't wish to talk about this anymore. I believe I've been clear. Sorry, Estempe and our two guests as well.
Bro, what the fuck is Nick? I feel like you mentioned that before. You mean Goddess of Victory Nikki or another game? Okay. No, cause I'm scared of a porn game, you know? I like. Oh, that's a lot of ass. That's a lot of ass. Is this a porn game? Is this 2B? Is this Chainsaw Man? Holy, that's a lot of ass. What the fuck is this game? Bro, even like the official art is just ass. Even like this official art, it's just like ass. What the fuck? They're not even hiding it. It's not even like teasing. I'm seeing gameplay footage right now. Like, it's not even teasing, it's just ass. 25 minutes of gameplay. There is so much ass. There is jiggle physics on the butt cheeks. Holy shit. Is this a mobile game? What the fuck is this? It's a PC gameplay. What? Why are these stylized anime waifus holding these very realistic and detailed guns against against these hyper detailed tanks? They look like they've been copy pasted in. What the fuck? It's like two different art styles. Why is there so much ass? I need to know. Are there lollies in this game? This... I love... I love that the animation of going from behind the cover, like going up from behind the cover, is just two images. It's just two images. It's the image forward and the image backward. And it just flips. There isn't even a frame of image in between. It's just the two, because that's all you need to see. Ass and tits. Oh, this is fucking great. This is fucking great. So it's a gacha game that I'm assuming works on mobile because of how the menus are laid out. And you're just like shooting. Is that it? You're doing gacha for the asses and then you shoot? Is that it? That's kind of wild. It's kind of fucking wild, not gonna lie. So tiring. Hang on a moment.
Is there anything else I can help you with, dear guest? You saw the terrible state I was in. I admit I mostly knew what you were going to say the moment I saw you. My answer is no, and so it will always be. Look at my ankles. They are not ankles that can carry such a heavy burden. Not one that can save a princess.
You have a pretty sturdy ankles to me. Yep, I wasn't either.
But I made a mistake. No, I have been making mistakes all along. I'm sorry, you too, but I cannot continue competing.
No, the collaborations they're having are clearly awesome. Like, seeing freaking this Chainsaw Man and... well, to be fair, Nier Automata gets collabed with everything under the sun. Pretty much whatever, like, highly stylized 2D game you have, it will have a collaboration with Nier Automata. Same goes for ReZero. Not gonna lie to you, same goes for ReZero. I don't fucking know in how many gacha games I saw both ReZero and Nier Automata. Like, I don't know. I believe the third in line for those is this whatchamacallit, fuck, Fate, the Fate series. But Fate also now doubles in 3D models and not just 2D. Because they used to just do 2D. The Final Fantasy mobile game had a lot of cool collaborations. Oh my god, they had Full Metal Alchemist at one point. It was so cool. Yeah, Harasar is getting a collaboration with Fate, which is pretty wild. And this whatchamacallit, and Zenless Zone is supposed to get collaboration with Street Fighter 6, I believe. I'm not sure. I think. All frogs make mistakes.
Good guess. You do not understand. I initially believed that mistakes were mere drops of dew that fall upon our heads. Nothing that could truly knock a froggy down. But I was wrong. Perhaps they were never mere drops, but rather more akin to rocks at the bottom of a pond.
Why the fuck did it scare you?
Withered wood stuck into the waterbed or a vent hidden beneath the muck. We can overlook them, bury them, step over them, or pretend they don't exist. But they will not rest, my friend. They will always wait their opportunity for a chance to come back and bite you. Please go, and let me go too. I'm nothing but a mere lotus head who has had all its seeds removed. Even a light breeze could surge through the many holes in my heart and chew me to the bone. I cannot take up this great burden. This is the voice of my heart. I have let all the frogs down, including myself.
Still have to retry, you know? Yeah, you got another chance to prove yourself.
I do not wish to taste the bitter pang of failure once more. My legs and heart cannot.
Whoa, this lotus leaf is moving all of a sudden. What's going on?
What? But it should have been fixed in place. Now it's moving forward. Please stand fair, my dear guests. I will steer it as best I can.
The fuck? What the fuck is going on? What is this water park ride? Phew. This has gotten to by the end after.
I trained here before, so I'm pretty used to it. Alright. No, not that.
Ride. What the fuck?
Ah, I can do this. I can do this.
Oh, he's doing it himself.
Leave it to me, everyone, and hold on tight.
Okay. 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 Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Forberde unyielding, forberde bold. He sees the opportunity for a retry and a spectacular leap. Spectacular indeed. This is a miracle without precedent. He is the only paper frog ever to leap across this precipice. I knew you had it in you, Forbert. I believed in you.
The lotus leaf that suddenly started moving, that was your doing, wasn't it?
It sounded like fucking Carl Weezer just now. Oh, Jimmy. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight? It was certainly exciting. I'd do it all over again. Alright then, Forbert. Now that everyone has witnessed your great leap, you no longer have any reason to reject this visitor's crown.
But it was coincidence, a mere miracle born of circumstance, just one fluke leap. It was only with the aid of these two guests that I was able to do it.
We're just having fun and drifting alongside you. Exactly, we were just watching from sidelines. That big jump was all you. Right? It would have been waste to stand by and watch such a brilliant frog give up like that. You love it so much and you trained so hard for so long, it wouldn't have been awful if you'd just given up. A tragedy for frogkind. Okay, this is getting boring. The frog just fucking... Yeah. Okay. Where is the princess? Yeah. Oh. Come on, Father, don't be in such a rush to return to the pond. Why, we have yet to even lay eyes upon that tree. Okay. Okay, this is getting long. Wait, is the princess the fucking... whatchamacallit? Is the princess the squirrel?
Is this an answer from this word?
Is the princess the squirrel? Your Highness, what brings you here? Oh, come on. Where's my mouse? Your Highness, what brings you here? Given how things stand, I shall retire the relic myself and then decide what to do next. Your Highness, that will not do! Your Highness, you cannot go! Would like to inform Your Highness that following the long discussion with Sofash last night, we have come to the conclusion that it would be better to step up trial our ground elsewhere. here, and then the guardian who passes our selection process can retrieve the relic for us. 2 birds, 1 stone. But without the relic, how can we be sure that the chosen guardian is really the one we're looking for? Worry not, Minister. Though we're indeed facing a great crisis, this is precisely as the legend predicted. When the crisis befalls us, our guardian shall thereupon emerge at this moment. Oh my god. Besides, I'm the best star in the kingdom, so there is no one more suitable than I to judge the guardian's abilities. Then you will go instead? I'm afraid my legs are rather useless when it comes to flying, of any kind. How about you, Saborn, will you? My eyesight, alas, I fear I would be unable to see their movements clearly enough to judge. Good, that settles then. The 2 of you will stay to handle affairs within the kingdom, while I shall assist in managing the selection process at the original location myself.
Ooh, we're good at flying and adventure too. Can we participate?
Oh, greetings to both of you, and welcome to the Kingdom of Breeze and Bells. You are very welcome to sign up for the Guardian of the Kingdom selection trial. You have not previously participated in the selection trial of Kingdom of Breeze and Bells, if I'm not mistaken.
How does your highness know?
Your appearance differs greatly from our kingdom's subjects. Had you taken part before, I would not forget. Oh, that's enough chit-chat, I suppose. As it so happens, I was just about to head over to host a selection ceremony near the relic shrine. Let us go there together.
Yeah, okay. You two shut up. You squirrel squires.
Oh, 2 of you, please come with me. Before the selection officially begins, there are a few things I still need to tell you.
Man, I love flying squirrels. The fuck did she go? Yeah, but here's the thing. Wasn't she also, like, sitting up there? I could swear she was, like, up on the tree before. Well, there it is. Curiosity. Brother. How am I standing? Give me the axe. I'm gonna kill somebody. And I'm gonna get to the axe and get the fucking sword again. Your Highness? Please. Listen, dude. I got the sword. I did a stupid. I was trying to game the system. I first selected the sword for the path, and then I got the sword. So then I reselected to the axe, and then I got Dragon Spine. I'm already 2 5-stars in the fucking ass. I don't even have Nilu. And I will not make enough to get 4. I will not make enough to get 4 freaking 5-stars on Weapon Banner in 11 days. I either get it on next one or not. Please wait up.
Please wait a moment. I will introduce the trial for you, as well as few things that you need to watch out for.
Whoa, Her Highness chose a decisive decision. Yeah, that's true. Princess for you.
In truth, there have been many squirrels who, like you, have suddenly turned up and declared their intention to undergo the trial. Some are accustomed to receiving such candidates. At least there were many before the dragon attacked the kingdom. It is indeed, as I mentioned not long ago, a giant dragon passed through our kingdom. We tried our best to drive it away, but before leaving, it trampled both the trial grounds and the sacred site where the relic was kept to smithereens. Our original stable trial environment is now very different from the way it used to be. The wind currents have become unpredictable, causing a dramatic increase in the difficulty of some trial stages. After the environment changed so drastically, some candidates who could have easily passed the first few stages before now find even the very first stage too challenging. But from another perspective, the current trial is actually a better test of a candidate's true strength, so it should better help us choose a strong guardian of the kingdom. Well, if that is truly the case, let us get straight to it. Allow me to introduce you to the trial. Simply put, in this trial, the candidate must help their squirrel companion fly in the right direction. Ah. Okay, I can do this. I thought it was dead as just flying, but I guess not. Oh my god, it's flying with me. Yeah, I know how this works, god damn it. Oh, fuck you. This is the final trial? Oh shit. Ooh, there was a whole ass thing. There was a whole ass thing here. Your Highness, you're amazing. You flew past so easily. Your ability to judge the wind currents was also remarkable. It seems you are worthy to undergo the trial after all. Let us haste to decide where the relic is being kept. Hopefully we won't have another run-in with that dragon. I mean, Durin is tiny now, so... I am voice, but not life. What was that? It sounded like someone's voice. Did you hear that? Okay, let's go to the princess. Oh my god, we will do this and then the freaking frog will come here to do this. Time is uninhabitable, and there is no place to stand within eternity. The door is shut tight, you can faintly hear something from within. Oh, there she is, okay. Uh-oh. Perhaps in driving the dragon away also drove it into rage. Can such a thing be? Truly unexpected. At the time I was too panicked and so I just gave the order to drive him away. Had we the chance to calmly speak with one another perhaps? Never mind. What done is done, we must focus on the problem at hand. As for the dragon, once all our problems have been resolved, I shall visit him personally. Now let us focus on the relic. The relic is down there, pass the trial, and you may claim it. Paimon thought the relic would be protected by some kind of seal. But it looks like it's just lying there. What you say is correct, the relic does indeed have a seal, namely the trial that you have seen. According to the kingdom's record, one must pass the trial in order to retrieve the relic. Conversely, if it is taken by someone who has not yet passed the trial, it will lose its meaning as a relic. Thus, even I must pass the trial to retrieve the true relic. There must be both a trial and a challenge to do so. Without satisfying those two conditions, the best case scenario is that we'd be walking away with a useless lump of stone. The best case scenario, does it mean something worse could happen? Curse? In that case, let's just go ahead and accept the trial. Let's go, princess.
I didn't expect you to be able to judge the wind current so accurately. If you were flying squares like I, navigating those wind currents would pose you no challenge. Of that I am certain. Is that so? I'm glad to hear that, because you two are the most guardian-like candidates I've ever seen. Then let us continue. The current wind conditions are just right. Yeah, okay, can we go? Can we continue? Let's go. The rock will glow when I touch it. The Hilichul's just watching over there. Oh no. That's not good. Can I move? Every time.
A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Watch out!
Wrong move. Yeah, we are. Wait, what? No. Bro, she just did it herself. Ooh, there really is a thing here. It wasn't there last time. Stories follow rules unfolding in cyclic patterns, but each should follow its own course. Paimon doesn't get it. Do you get it? Those words have always been there, even if I do not know their origin. I sense that they may hold some greater significance for the kingdom, but I have yet to grasp their meaning. Whatever the case, given your performance in the trial, you are undoubtedly the most suitable candidate for the title of guardian that I've ever met. Your ability to judge is beyond a real question. Meeting you at a time like this is truly best to our kingdom. Now that we have retrieved the relic, we may hold the ceremony right away. I am fully convinced that your courage and ability will have won you the relic's respect.
It was nothing. Whoa, when did you get here?
We flew over, of course. We were among the best flyers around when we were young, you know. We always, how else would we have been able to serve the princess? Well, I never. A visitor turning up at our time of crisis, a guardian emerging from the trial victorious, and a relic in our possession, intact and unharmed. Your Highness, everything is exactly as the legend said. It seems that our kingdom finally has a future to look forward to. I love they're just holding their hands like that and just we shall find out soon enough.
Touch me, baby.
At least the relic is in our hands, even for a guest has failed to acknowledge by it. No. Highness, please the relics to place the relic to one side. It is my kingdom for which the challenger have come. Therefore, it is I who must acknowledge them. Then let us create a precedence for future rulers to follow. As princess of the kingdom, I hereby declare, shall henceforth be recognized as the kingdom's paladins of breeze and bells.
surely that means we still haven't found our guardian. And if that is so, then we won't be able to fulfill our calling. And we cannot fulfill our calling. We no longer have a future to look forward to, just like the kingdom that came before us. Fret not, I will find a way. You mean that for Bert who could jump super high? You're right, the whole reason they held the contest was to find a champion to come rescue the princess. Although it doesn't seem like the princess needs saving, if we're looking for a super strong champion to win your contest, they just so happen to have one. In fact, that's bound to be heaps of potential champions over there.
An extraordinary coincidence. Though our trials doesn't really have anything to do with jumping, still, from what you said, it sounds like they found the strongest candidate to complete their calling. It seems a trip over to Rainson Pond is in order. Thank you for informing me.
Wait, but your highness, they're all paper frogs over there. They're nothing like us, they're not...
So what? Guardian's most vital asset is what there's in their heart, not their appearance.
She's not racist. She's not... Princess is not racist!
That remains to be seen. You mean to say this champion of theirs is actually a sheep in wolf's clothing? Then all the more reason to go meet this person. Alright, that settles then. Oh, and if I'm going over to Rainson Pond, perhaps I better bring some gifts.
Bruh.
Oh, what a
Did it
stroke of
unlock an extra quest over there? I have a quest over here. I swear to fucking god, where do I go?
Hup.
Oh my god, come on. Where is that bee? Ah! Forbear. And the princess. What up, my dudes?
So we're all completely stumped.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you! Such a relief that you've come!
Thank you for coming, my honorable paladin. We seem to have run into a rather peculiar problem.
Peculiar problem? Has it wasn't Forbear acknowledged?
I'm gonna change his voice. If the problem was only that I hadn't been acknowledged as a guardian, that wouldn't be a stumper. How to put this? Forbet is indeed champion jumper. That much is indisputable. But the trial he passed was Raindrop Pond's jumping contest, and when he was acknowledged as a champion, it was a committee that declared him so. It is true that Her Highness resides in a tall tower, and that in this kingdom does indeed have its own series of other trials. But she clearly isn't trapped. Much this needs me to jump up and rescue her. And those trials, no matter how good I was at jumping, I'd never be able to pass them. They aren't designed for paper frogs.
What are we gonna do? We can complete our calling.
Oh my god.
You keep talking about this calling of yours, and Mr. Forbear mentioned it too. What exactly is it? If you haven't found the guardian and princess you're looking for, why don't you just keep looking? Even if you don't find them right this instant, it's gonna collapse.
Our kingdom exists for its calling. It's also the only way we can save it.
Like the residents of Rainsong Pond, we have sacrificed so much. And are continuing to sacrifice for the princess who's nowhere to be found. Generation after generation of champions have quietly aged away, all memory of their deeds fading away into oblivion.
Mr. Holleru has spoken of these brave ones before. Weighted down by burden of unrealized ambition, they left with no other choice but to end their days in obscurity. Such a fate is crueler than the fall of a kingdom.
Forbear talked about this before. You said you were going to reconsider, and now... If I were perched on a lotus leaf and suddenly found myself drifting away with the current, I would do my best to make sure it didn't capsize in the middle of the river. Now that I carry the lotus head bangle, I will not, I cannot shrink my duty. This has nothing to do with courage. Mr. Harlow, just duty. Hey, Paimon knew our lotus leaf rafting experience wasn't a complete waste of time. But if I do end up going overboard, I have to call for a stamp. He's definitely better at this than I am. He's the real champion when it comes down to it. So why have I ended up being the one on the lotus leaf? Looks like we still have to get rafting a few more times. You sure are one unique champion. No matter how hard you try, you're always convinced you're going to fail. You really needn't worry. After all, not only did you come here entirely of your own accord, but you had the courage to shoulder a great responsibility. You were brave enough to make it. Oh my god. Okay, can we stop jerking each other off? Oh. There really is a clue to the salvation of the kingdom in there. Then even if I were to be trapped inside, that wouldn't be such a bad thing, would it? What kind of place is the Cave of Eerie Murmurs anyway? And why does your highness sound so serious? Oh, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Simply put, it's where the princesses of past kingdoms searched for answer. But even until the day their kingdom vanished utterly, those princes were never seen again. By never seen again, surely don't mean... There isn't a single flying scroll that knows, but we'll find out soon enough. To be safe, I'll bring the relic along with us. Who knows, it might just come in handy. Alright everyone, let's go. Given that one of you is an expert flyer and the other champion jumper, I trust you'll both be able to keep up with me. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going, baby. I know. Just to let you guys know, us paper frogs aren't very good at jumping in caves. Don't worry, Mr. Forbert. Paimon might just been hearing things. I'm a voice, but a voice is not life. Interaction is only born of contradictions, and only contradiction is dialogue. Do this again! Do not fear, these voices will not harm us. They are simply lamenting their own past. To be precise, both princesses and princes, what they have in common is they are all voices from fallen kingdoms. They came in search of answers but found nothing. All they could do was stay and lament their fate in vain. You show great intuition, as one would expect of a paladin. This is correct. I have come here often since my accession. After all, compared to all those princesses and princes from the past, there is nothing special about me at all. It was wishful thinking indeed for me to have imagined that a miracle might suddenly happen, and I'd find out our true guardian just like that. But for the sake of my kingdom, I have to keep searching for a way to fulfill my calling. I would not simply stand by and watch it fade away. So I looked everywhere but found nothing. Finally, though, I narrowed down my search to the Cave of Eerie Murmur. Okay. Forbert, on this. We got your back, I think, maybe. I mean, we hopefully got your back. Seriously, caves really aren't designed for jumping in. It's alright, Mr. Champion. We still have plenty of time to prepare. After all, we need to figure out how to open this cave first. Oh, I see. The door opened? Come on, everyone, let us enter. What's this? So chilly around here. Such a strange vibe. I'm just glad we haven't seen anything weird. Wait a second. What's that carved on the wall over there? It looks like a story. What's it about? After setting up the trial herself, the princess awaited her guardian within the kingdom. I think I recall the story from the kingdom's records. In the legend, it said that despite the passing of much time, still came no sign of a guardian,
and it seemed that the kingdom's resources would soon run dry. The princess, whose name was Seon, therefore made a decision. She let the kingdom's people fall into a deep slumber and sealed off its land except the tower, where she alone remained to wait the coming of a guardian. The guardian that she awaited never came. In the end, she is said to have come to the cave of eerie murmurs alone, then vanished from the world without trace. It is true that this princess shows great courage, but I cannot say that I have agreed with her approach. As I see it, by deciding to simply wait there while her people slept in blissful ignorance, she consigned her kingdom to an unknown fate. Instead, she should have taken the initiative by calling upon her people to unite as one. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my god, this is... I'm not gonna lie, this is fucking boring. Wait. Irritating thing that is both reasonable and obvious. A system for saying goodbye, huh? What we got here? Lotus, leaves and dewdrops. What? Why has this story been carved on this wall? Someone carved a story here that goes, once upon a time there was a paper frog who wished he had a pair of wings. He prayed to the gods, who told him that if he could jump higher than all the other frogs, he would have his wings. No, this champion's name is actually recorded in the committee's registry. This paper frog, whose name was Cibrellus, Jesus Christ, once won the championship 7 times in a row. No frog has his equal. His symbol was a pair of wings made of lotus leaves, so they dubbed him Winged Ciberus. 7 times in a row? Paimon heard you won the championship. Many times in a row too. Yes, I've won it 7 times, and Estamp is 6. But it'd be no match for this champion. Back in those days, they had to figure it all out themselves without any experience to go on. If my generation of frogs has jumped higher than others, it is merely by jumping up from shoulders of giants. I do not know. According to committee's records, in the last jumping contest he ever took, Cerberus came second. Indeed, it does. Given that he no longer fought up to the task of rescuing the princess, he announced his retirement. He told his friend that the jumping contest no longer had any meaning for him, and that unless he rediscovered its meaning someday, he would never again compete. Huh. Stories follow a rule, unfolding in cyclic pattern, but each should follow its own course. You're right, let's focus on the puzzle before us. Okay. I wonder where it will lead us in the end. Oh my god, another Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's do this, bitch. Let's do this, biatch. Okay. Eh? Bruh. No.
Who's Queen of Trials now? Right, that's right, this gal. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Stories follow rules unfolding in cyclic pattern, but each should follow its own course. Once upon a time there was a paper frog who used to have a pair of wings. He prayed to the goddess. Yeah. Long ago there was a princess who personally set up a trial in the kingdom. She waited and waited and waited. Oh guardian, where art thou? Another paper frog just like me. Another useless champion squandered years and pair of Warfrit's withered wings. I am an evaporated dewdrop, a pair of wings too weak for flight. It is great honor to meet you, your highness, Princess Sayo. It is an honor to meet you too, your highness, yet another stranger, another princess. So, Paimon was guessing they're the champions and Princess mentioned in the story as well. It is an honor to meet you both. We have resided in this cave for a long time. Now, so you should know why we're here. Your highness, have you found the answer you were looking for? Where's the guardian we were looking for? Great champion, where's the princess that us paper frogs are supposed to save? We should go back. There are no answers here, only questions after questions. No river awaits, and the lotus leaves do not exist for us. The pawn has never seen a victorious lord, not a princess. Jesus. Whatever, it doesn't sound too promising. Jesus, this is fucking long. I wanted to play Yakuza tonight, goddammit. Oh, Jesus. Bitch. Drop the water, please. Can I have another chest, please? We passed the trial. A pile of lot on paper. Oh, thank you all for everything you have done. Now it's clear to me that the answer lies not in the cave of eerie murmurs. When I first arrived, I was afraid I would have to pay a heavy price to find a way to save the kingdom here. In the cave of eerie murmurs has nothing more than a pile of old manuscripts, deceiving themselves by waiting. It is great relief to know that hope still lies elsewhere. No, it doesn't. Clearly doesn't. Waiting leads only to waiting. Say what you will, but as you yourself just put it, stories follow rules unfolding in cyclical pattern, but each should follow its own course. If your path lies in the if your path lies here in the endless waiting, then mine lies instead on the road ahead. Can you can I say something? If you were here to deem it acceptable, I would like to go along with your highness too. After all, if I could help your highness find your guardian, that could also be interpreted as saving the princess. I'm the champion of raising pond. Even if I do it for the raising pond, I must continue to fulfill my duty. That's most alright. I will, of course, still have to ask the committee's opinion, especially Horluz and Estempe. As you know, I always seem to cause trouble. The relic lit up. Shit. Let's go. I think we did the thing. I think we did the thing. Oh shit. Yeah, she figured something that Paimon hasn't. Oh my god, we're flying with the squirrels. And frogs. Bruh. For real though. Where the fuck we going? With champion feet. Goodfellows blushing. Blushing. Okay. And it just stops, so sure. Oh, my leg is it still on the ground? I can barely feel it anymore. Those princes from the past days seem to have left too. I hope that they'll never return to the Cave of Eerie Memories. This is indeed so. The fact that the relic has lit up means that it has found a guardian worthy of acknowledgement. It seems the guy that the relic was looking for was not a valiant warrior in the usual sense. A true guardian who is worthy of acknowledgement is one who always follows their heart, someone who pushes forward in spite of their fear. It turns out that this relic, which we've been treating like the problem, was actually the answer. They've been waiting for their path to appear, waiting all this time. But waiting leads only to more waiting. No one can find a solution to a problem simply by searching within the problem itself. Like you wouldn't be able to pick a leaf from the tree if you weren't standing on the leaf itself. Sounds complicated. Anyway, none of them were acknowledged by the relic as a guardian. Your Highness and Mr. Oh. So now the relic has lit up and we found our guardian. Doesn't that mean that the problem is solved? Well, you could say that, but I still haven't managed to figure out exactly why it lit up. Looks like Sabornis would be doing some more research for me. Hmm. Now that I've been acknowledged by the relic, I should do whatever I wish. Didn't you hear the sound just now? The voice that was speaking? This is a trial that you must face to serve Princess Simus and fulfill your calling. No. It was the same as the voice, the manuscript. Surely the great champion himself doesn't actually believe that I can fulfill Rainsong Pond challenge. But Princess Simus doesn't need me to save her. If anything, I'm the one who needs her help. No, I didn't, or rather, he had no intention of hearing my opinion anyway. But seeing as it's for calling of Rainsong Pond, what choice do I have? Aww. Mouse? Just fucking turned off. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? I need to find the adapter. Are you bitch working now? No. Are you working now? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So we done? Oh, yo, that's a lot. Noise. Do I have enough? No. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Do the thing.
Add
The
Thank you for
applesauce.
completing. Add asterisk.
Well, 20 more. Will Paimon say the thing again? No. How do I get there? No, seriously, like... How the fuck do I get there? How do I get that? The wind is blowing too strong for me to get there. That's like the last bit. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of beauty fruit around everyone. Oh, official.
Oz! Though I customarily refer to you as my familiar, in truth, I've always seen you as...
Say it.
Say no more, mein Fräulein. I, Osvaldo Harafnavines, hereby pledge to always stay by your side.
Quite rightly so. The Prinzessin should expect no less from her most favored Nachtraben.
Nachtraben. I never noticed she had these little wings on her. Do you think she painted these?
I couldn't agree more, mein.
It's adorable.
The wind rises.
Please be short. Lighthouse, lighthouse, I've got to hold you up so my friends can find a way home. Phew, just gotta rest a bit before I do. Whoa, you don't look like one of our neighbors from Brickstacks. A rarity indeed. That's no other name, and got in this here first sea lighthouse the game. And I bid you welcome. In truth, however, you've come at the most terrible time. 'Twas but a few scant moments ago when a monstrous dragon just ran by in a right hurry. Clumsy and stumbling it was, and the two of us were in the rightful path. With a crack and a snap, both I and my poor lighthouse were both blown right over, and as you can see, I've regained my footing, but not so the lighthouse.
Oh, so Mini During knocked the lighthouse over just by passing through?
Aye, and I've tried all my hundreds of ways to get him on his feet. Even the neighbors came to lend a hand. But he simply refuses to stand back up again. You'd almost think he had a temper to throw such a tantrum. Our neighbors still have to keep an eye on the dragon, so I'm on my own for the time being. This is a terrible situation. With our lighthouse down for the count, we'll have no light. That means no return to the village for our adventurers. Why, explorers, wayfarers, and those willing to leave everything behind and travel far aboard. Their journeys take them to the ends of the skies. After all, a mere jaunt over the Constellation Metropole or Rainsong Pond requires no lighthouse to show the way. And so venturers board their little boats and set sail for where the stars set, or perhaps the other end of the rainbow. When they wish to return, the lighthouse shall be their guide. When they return, some venturers have grown most strange, mumbling curiously about value and suitability. But that doesn't stop their luggage from containing many pretty stones, beautiful art, and seeds. Why, that is their prerogative. But no matter what, the radiance of the brick stack lighthouse shall shine upon the distant places where the stars fall. So long as they are willing, anyone may follow the light back to our village at any time.
Where the stars fall? That almost sounds like you were trying to explore beyond this world. So that's... Brett, what's with this frown?
I am no adventurer, so I know not. Were Rosal still here, you could have asked him. He is the boldest, most inquisitive of our adventurers. By dint of the windmill mounted on his ship, he sojourns to places most distant each time, to lands where even the light may fail, and yet he always returns. According to the plan, as he related it to me, he should have already returned several days ago. I fear he may have utterly lost his way, like my other wayfaring neighbors. Alright, I've rested enough. Now it's time to get our lighthouse back on its feet to shine once more. All our adventurers await its guiding radiance to bring them home after all. Dear guest, could I please ask your aid to getting the lighthouse back on its feet? That way his light can shine further still, and it may be seen by more adventurers.
Hey, are you sure about that? Paimon's not that strong, so she'll cheer you for a while you're at it. Jesus Christ. This whole thing just went down, didn't it? Done and fell. Oi, oi, oi. The dragon knocked me lighthouse off. Oh my god. Thank you. It's still glowing. Okay. Oh.
Leave it to me, dude. I'll hang it up so your friend can come back. Okay, what the fuck? I go to the highest point. Okay, we're hanging the lamp on the tree. How does it look? Well, hopefully they will find their way home. Long story short, the lighthouse tipped over. That's the light. Told you there was a way. Onto the goddess on the island, she will grant us Whoa, that's some island. They don't know if the goddess still hears our wishes. I've been on the island to offer gifts, but my wishes were not granted. Perhaps something gone wrong somewhere. My wish was a simple one. My friend Shaving forever. We used to live here together, taking care of this tree, drinking tea and chatting. He once set on a journey, and when he returned, he was almost unrecognizable. Not that it should matter. We're still friends. I thought we'd understand one another. But he grew stranger and stranger. His days filled with odd mumblings and melancholy. He even rejected all my tea party invitations. I feared that he might no longer want to be my friend. So I made plans to go to Risping Eye to make a wish to the goddess. The oldest legend in our village says that originally the goddess greatly favored the brave. So long as a valiant person were to bring her a gift, as a proof of their courage, she would respond to them. But I fear that she would not bestow her favor upon me, so I brought the dragon scale with me. Do you know about the giant dragon that suddenly emerged from the titanium mine? It flattened a great many homes and even smashed the mountains. Now our adventurers can no longer repair their boat or make tools there, and had a chance to... Sorry, whoever you are. Okay. I have the sword. Wait, what? What? He's a... What? So he's the flower in the pot now, though? What? Man, I'm fucking confused. Our girl Anya was writing some weird ass fucking stories. I mean, I have a sword. Okay, yeah. Sounds sensible, looks sensible. There was. Okay, so I have the sword. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Worked? Worked? Wait, is that a moon? Did it turn into a moon? Hello. Look at this dude. We got on a boat with him. Yeah, we just put a moon up in the sky. What the fuck? What the fuck? Skies above, that was you then? I thought you had been I had been stranded on that island when I saw you on my return trip, which is why I invited you on board. Words fail to describe how thankful I am to you. Had the radiance not reached my ship, I'm sure I would have been utterly lost at the sea. Also, what happened to your lighthouse, Esnor? What happened to this place? What exactly did I miss? A dragon crashed in the village, and another into a waterfall behind. That really is a lot. I'm going to have to ask you to give me all the details when you've got the time. Well, I have the time right now. I have the time right now. I have the time. have time anytime, in fact. I've managed to clean up all the little area where we can have some tea and cake and enjoy the fragrance of the flowers while we're at it. Don't be angry, Snow. We can speak about this later. I bought you flower seeds from outside. Ones with contours and colors I'm sure you have never seen before. Our dear guests, you too should take some time for these marvelous new gifts I've obtained from outside. Consider them a token of my gratitude. Thank you for lifting the way of my ship, and also for taking care of Esnor. Now that the light illuminates the way, I'm sure the other venturers will also begin returning to the village. I hope they can rest well. After all, there are also many far-off places that await the exploration still. What about this dude? Okay. Yeah, so he was that plant. Bruh. Demons finally stop. Listen to us, please. Look how shocked the two of you are. I'm sure you're dying to say, how can a flower speak? Or perhaps did you turn into a potted flower? How did you turn into a potted flower? Outside? Yes, many. After I returned home? No, nobody. But outside? Do you mean outside the world? Look who's so well informed. I suppose Pano must have told you. That's correct. I became like this while I was venturing. To borrow a phrase from the Rose, this was a change I chose to make. Someone gets changed, but why should I put a flower? No, I just wanted to find my place. I met many people outside the world. Some were chefs, others florists, others teachers. Almost everyone had found a place that made them feel at ease. That was how they all managed to establish themselves in life. And me, all I could do was venture. I had never thought of finding a stable place for myself. Exactly, you catch me. I'll catch 'em quick. As a flower pot, I've always had a place that puts me at ease. Since I've already get myself a pod and place that belongs to me, why do I still want to go on venturing? I'm a venturer after all. Without venturing, is there anything else of all I can do? Okay, like I get it, midlife crisis. Okay. Let's take him. Got him. Good for them. Good for them.
this an answer from this world?
Fucking gimme. Ah.